You're working out too hard to lose fat. Well, maybe. Appetite responses to exercise vary a lot from person to person, but it's helpful to know, generally speaking, as we go from being really inactive to more active, our appetite regulation actually improves, as does our calorie balance, till a point where either a lot of activity or really intense activity can spike our appetite so much where we're more prone to overcompensating calorie-wise. I know for me, after my longer, harder lift, at night my brain goes full reptile mode. You can find me rummaging through my pantry like the Tasmanian devil. One reason why, if I want to cut, I actually reduce the length of my hardest workouts. Does this mean you should too? If losing fat is not your priority, then no. If it is, it depends. But here's 3 ways I'd approach this. Remember, it's highly individual. Some people might get appetite suppression with really intense workouts. But if you are somebody who gets really hungry the more or the harder you work out, and you have a tough time controlling your nutrition, it may help to lower the intensity or duration of your workouts if weight loss is your main goal. Try to find the sweet spot where you're productive but still complementing your nutrition plan instead of taking 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. And on the side, focus on more steps or higher NEAT. Or the other option, you can continue to push your exercise performance but build awareness around your tendency. If you fuel properly post-workout, it can help taper a major appetite spike later in the day. Yes, of course that means higher protein, but don't forget some energy, because it's the energy our bodies are going to be screaming for later in the day. Usually carbs because of harder workouts and glucostasis, but some healthy carbs and or fat depending on your diet along with your protein. And 3, it also highlights how steps can help and why I heavily promote people getting in really good aerobic shape, as steps are an easy way to increase activity in a way that is less likely to impact appetite. And the better aerobic shape you're in, the higher your capacity is for activity in any given day. Makes sense, as aerobic energy is our main source of energy throughout the day, but also through more glycogen sparing and being better at converting stored fat into fuel. I'm not saying don't lift or do HIIT. Everyone absolutely should do all 3. This is just highlighting some of the benefits of aerobic training for body composition. Now, no matter what, nutrition habits are still the key for fat loss, as a calorie deficit is required. Doing these tips ain't gonna fix everything on their own. A lot of the times we overeat could just be boredom, stress, or a very tasty meal. But what these tips can do is help you understand why your habits might be easier or harder to maintain on some days. Now, if you made it this far, I'll give you 25% off your first month of coaching if you comment Disco Pants and follow for more.